Welcome, guys. My name is Jared Dooley, Director of Libations here at Playground, which is up for anybody who's willing to take the job. You got it. You know, just shoot Jason at playgrounddtsa.com a message, and the job's yours. Here with our good friend and Playground alum Ryan Ostrud, who now represents Garrison Brothers Whiskey. It's got a cool story, which I think we're going to end up getting into in our Zoom class and have some more fun with that. But we got 3 cocktails here that we're going to demo for you shortly. First off, Ryan, what were we thinking when we started doing
the cocktails?
Yeah,
those things. So I'm stoked to be a part of this. Looking forward to doing these virtual classes with y'all. Enjoy the walkthrough. Hope you guys get plenty of practice. These kits are awesome. They're going to contain upwards of about 6 to 7 cocktails that you can make. So totally worth the bang in this buck. The cool thing about our bourbon, Texas bourbon, is really unique. It's super layered. We've got a ton of oak, good amount of spice, really balanced. So it mixes phenomenally. Let's start over here with the Boot Scoot Boogie. Texas Tiki, I'm making a thing. It's not a thing, it's going to be a thing.
Well, I'm trying to make hipster tiki happen.
Hipster tiki sounds great.
I know.
It needs to happen too.
Yeah.
But Texas tiki, I mean, guns a-blazing, perfect kind of escapism. But here what we want to do is very simple tiki, accentuating the spice characteristic. Yep. You guys had a phenomenal house of falernum, a little bit of bourbon in there, a touch of tropical juices, a little bit of acid solution, boom. Simple. Very easy to make tiki at home. Yep. So that was kind of the inspiration there. Next up, we had I would do anything for love.
Yeah, naturally.
But I won't do that. I won't do that. But this is kind of a cocktail that I came up with a while ago that's riff on like an Aperol Spritz, except it's just like a more awesome Aperol Spritz. So GB Aperol found a way to make the strawberry rosé syrup that super fortified in the syrup. So touch of acid solution, and then the biggest thing I'm a big fan of, texture in cocktails. So you guys have some aquafaba, great little tool to utilize.
Aquafaba, what the fuck is that?
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's from Mars, I believe.
Yeah.
But no, so y'all have probably like chickpea cans, or you use chickpeas on the regular. That stuff you just dump down the drain, you should probably save that.
If you're ready to make cocktails, you probably should, right?
Probably should save it. It works really great as an emulsifier. I hear it works really well in hummus, as Jason puts it. Sometimes hummus. But yeah, so we're utilizing that instead of an egg white for a textural component. GB, Aperol, strawberry rosé.
So there's no egg white in this cocktail.
There's no egg white in this cocktail, but if you look at that foam, man. Look at that dense head.
So is this a cocktail for vegans who wish they could have an egg white cocktail?
I mean, it's a cocktail for those people that are mistaken about their dietary restrictions. But yes, it is vegan friendly. I'm totally kidding. Pro vegan. It works well for anyone who's afraid of egg white cocktails, doesn't like the smell, doesn't like the texture. Great little substitute, gives you the textural component you're looking for.
Yeah.
And then the last one, Monte Carlo.
Queen.
This was the Monte Carlo riff, the Queens. Thank you, Merv. Great shirt. This is a cocktail that Jared had said, he's like, man, that'd be really cool to do work like that. This utilizes a Earl Grey tea syrup that actually is a classic playground syrup from way back in the day that we have pulled out of the annals of whatever it is. Playground lore. And we're utilizing that, a little bit of Benedictine, touch of bitters, and bourbon. So kind of in your old-fashioned riff arena, super minimalistic as far as approach, but super layered cocktail flavor. So garnishing a little bit of lemon peel. Fun fact, try lemon peel instead of orange peel in your old-fashions. Wildly different.
Or you do both. Yeah,
a little bit of like citrus oil.
Yeah, the shifter way. So in the kits, you're gonna have enough mise en place to make 6 cocktails. 2 of each of these. We're gonna do the work for you, so it's a lot easier to assemble these cocktails when we actually do our live class. Our videos are going to go over everything broken out individually. That way you can see what's going in there and all that stuff. And really what we want to do is we want to make sure when we get to the Zoom class the night of, we're talking about whys instead of hows. Try and have more fun with it, be more dynamic, and less about like, oh, how much of this again? It's like,
totally.
Everything goes in the pot, give it a shake, give it a stir, and let's have some fun.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you're going to be drinking at home making a cocktail, Awesome, great job. Hope they come out beautiful, just like this. But if you drink all 6 in one night, that's what you want to do. That's how you do it right.
Right.
You drink all 6 in one night for one person, and like if there's 2 of you, you should probably add a second boot flask because now you've got 12 cocktails. So kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming. And like, yeah, I'm super excited to work with the product, and it is great. It's been great.
Thank you.
So yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and we'll talk soon.
Cheers. Okay guys, so first cocktail we're gonna make is the I Would Do Anything for Love. The ingredients you're gonna need for this, your Garrison Brothers Boot Flask, some Aperol, the strawberry rosé syrup, a little bit of acid solution, and the aquafaba that's in there. This is a shaken cocktail, so you're gonna get out your shaker tins. For me, anytime you're gonna be starting a cocktail, start with the cheapest ingredients, syrup first. We're gonna do a ½ ounce of the strawberry rosé syrup. We're gonna keep that in there, and we're gonna top it with a 1/4 ounce. So you're gonna go up to that 3/4 ounce notion with a little bit of Aperol. Perfect. From there, we're gonna use our acid solution and use 3/4 ounces of that. And again, we're gonna build on top of this. So leave a little bit of space at that, and add in just a 1/4 ounce of that aquafaba for textural components and emulsifying. From there, your cocktail's built. Now we just gotta shake. After we add the whiskey, so we're gonna have to film this all again, aren't we?
No, we're not.
No, we're not. Should probably add the most important part, the booze. 1½ ounces of Garrison Brothers bourbon. For glassware, you're gonna use a coupe if you've got one. If not, totally works great on the rocks too. For your shake, we're gonna do a hard shake. So you wanna try and shake in a way that the liquid's gonna go at an infinity symbol, just like this. Just shake it long, hard, make sure it gets cold. From here, we go into our double strain. Get your Hawthorne and fine strainer if you have it. And there you have it. I would do anything for love.
All right, guys, we're gonna make the Boot Scootin' Boogie, named by our lovely Kaylee. Thank you so much, Kaylee. She's sitting right there. So, like Audrey said, we're gonna start with our cheapest ingredients. We're gonna start off with our bitters, a couple dashes. Chipotle cacao bitters because that's fun, and I did 4 because that's what I feel like right now. We're gonna do 3/4 ounces of our house-made falernum syrup. No alcohol harmed in the making of this bad boy. 3/4 ounce of acid. A whole ounce of pineapple juice because it's the best. And then we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of our good old Garrison Brothers Boot Flask. Now the fun thing with this one, we're gonna do what's called a dirty dump. So we're gonna hit it with just a little bit of ice, not a full tin. We're gonna shake the whole thing, dump it in on top, and fill it up with pebble ice. Quick shake on that bad boy. Everybody in the pot. Now we're going to top it with some Pebble, because Pebble is the best. That's what's called the perfect pour Budweiser. Big old mound of fresh mints. Look at that. Look at that. All right, guys, we're gonna make the Queens. I really wish you could see Merv's shirt right now. Hopefully we'll get that edited in a little bit later. We'll see what happens. The last cocktail we're gonna make today, the Queens, riff on a Monte Carlo. Now the cool thing is, if you have a mixing glass, you can absolutely make it in it. If these were cheaper, I'd throw it over my shoulder, but they're not. But we're gonna make it in the glass that it's served in, which is also another way that these that you can make these cocktails. Now we're gonna start with some of our bitters here. A few dashes of bitters. Eyedroppers are a little bit different, but which I'll take care of. A couple dashes of bitters. Now we're gonna do 1/4 ounce of an Earl Grey syrup. We're gonna leave that on top, and we're gonna finish it up with some Benedictine, which is very classic in a Monte Carlo. But again, we're doing a little bit of a riff. We're gonna throw that right on top of that bad boy. And we're gonna finish this with 2 ounces of our Garrison Brothers. And everyone's going into the pot here. Now we're gonna give this guy a few stirs. This can take about 30 seconds or so, 45 seconds, depending on kind of how wet your ice is. We're using a big rock here, so it actually takes a little bit longer for it to dilute. If you were to build this in a glass with some ice that you have at home, it's gonna dilute a little bit faster, and that's okay. We're looking for temperature. We're gonna taste this as we go also. I'm gonna straw taste real quick. And at this point, it's a little too hot. It's close, and it could be a great spot for you. But for a finished product, we want to go just a little bit longer, just a little hotter than we'd like. The sugar was a little too upfront, so we're gonna go with that. We're gonna finish this with a nice little lemon peel. Glad I didn't cut myself on camera. Express the lemon peel so. Give it a little rub. Toss her in. Queens.